Now, Sports Director Vince Lennon from the Alabama Sports Network.
I was at Alabama a couple years ago. I mean, I'm at Tennessee now. I'm loving my teammates, loving where I'm at right now, so that's all I'm focused on.
Tennessee's Alvin Kamara sounds as if he's fully recovered from his dalliance with Alabama a few years back, finding home in Knoxville after getting chased out of T-Town. The Tide hope they won't be chasing him Saturday, as he is, along with potential Heisman candidate Jalen Hurd, are the legs of a serious Tennessee offense. Well, good Thursday evening. We'll have more on the Tide-Tennessee matchup in just a moment, but first, breaking news this afternoon out of Birmingham, the rescheduling of the LSU-Florida game, of course, which was disrupted by Hurricane Matthew. This afternoon, SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey says the game will now be set Saturday, November 19th at Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge under the terms of an agreement, which basically means LSU will play the 2017 game in Gainesville, where they were originally scheduled, and then return to Gainesville the year following in 2018 to get back on the, quote, normal schedule rotations. Both teams had to buy out their non-conference opponents scheduled for the Saturday in question, South Alabama for LSU and Presbyterian for Florida accordingly. All right, let's get back to the Tide and Tennessee preps as Alabama prepares for a smorgasbord of offensive possibilities involve quarterback Joshua Dobbs. He can throw and run, not to mention buck stud running back Jalen Hurd, a true Heisman candidate if there ever was one out of Tennessee, not to mention Kamara, as we noted at the top, the former Tide castoff. Alabama's Jonathan Allen asked if it bothers him at all to line up against a former Tide player like Kamara.
Honestly, I'm happy for them. You know, if they left, I felt that they would have success anywhere else, and when they do have success, I was always happy for them. So I don't have no hard feelings towards them personally.
Kicks at 2:30 Saturday right here on CBS 8. From Bama to Bama State, where the 1-5 Hornets will host the winless Delta Devils of Mississippi Valley State this Saturday here in Montgomery. The Devils still in search of that elusive first win of the season. They had little chance of it last week against reigning FCS power Montana, playing the Grizz in Missoula. The Delta Devils scored once there en route to a 67-6 beatdown. Current MVSU head coach Rick Comagee, a longtime fixture at Tuskegee back in the 1990s, preaching patience to his Devils.
And so I think we can go down there and play some solid football. If we stay on the same level, come out the same way that we came out the last two games, and maintain that through 4 quarters, I think we're going to be hard to beat on this stretch.
Kicks at 2 o'clock Saturday from Hornet Stadium. And I don't know if your Franklin Covey planner is like mine that neglected to list it on the calendar, but did you know it's officially Tennessee Hate Week? Well, if you've had a chance to stroll through Tuscaloosa lately, it's hard to miss or dismiss, especially in the fan and apparel shops. The T-Town, one such business, says this week leading up to the third Saturday in October is always special for fans, and also, not to mention, maybe more importantly, the bottom line.
I know. I'm seeing a lot of social media out there hating Tennessee.
Right. There's a lot of hate in the newsroom. I walked into something. I was, let me just get back out of this.
Right. We'll stay out of it.
We gotta ratchet down the hate here, guys. A little bit of love can go a lot further.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Thanks, Vince.